I'm cute though. Y'all know I ain't lying. Yes, sir. Y'all, welcome to Bed with y'all. It's about to be phenomenal. It's about to go down, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. We out here, Yo, y'all, what's up, man? Happy Mondays, everybody. Hope you are well. That was Drake featuring J. Cole called First Passion. Let's listen to a little bit more of that.
Super Bowl. Thirsty to put me in beat. Dissecting my words and start looking too deep. I look at the tweets and start sucking my teeth. I'm letting it rock because I let them sleep.
Not suck your teeth.
Hold on. Hold on, man. They should have put that in there. Hold on. Hold on.
Wow.
Start sucking my teeth. I'm letting it rock.
Hey, they should have put that bug in there. Yeah. Hold on, one more time, man, before we get it. Hold on.
Revise the song now.
Hold on, now. Let me see.
They gotta edit too deep. I look at the tweets and start sucking my teeth. I'm letting it rock.
Oh boy! I appreciate you, man. Yeah. The world been missing me, man. They go see it a bit though. Des, everybody's sick, dog.
Yeah.
It's just you, me, and Secure tonight.
We up.
Yeah. You did somebody here today?
Mine.
Thank you. So what do you? So when can you help our fellow host over here? Because Shakira right now looks like she played on The Color Purple. Y'all should. And look, and she was supposed to be on camera tonight. I said, absolutely not.
Wow.
No, not your first time.
Wow.
Mm-mm. And then she has on my jacket, the Yazzie. Ain't a Yazzie? Oh no, I'm looking at the stripes.
Close.
They look like where that place that preppy people go shopping in the mall. Who? No, Navy.
Old Navy?
Old Navy. They're like an Old Navy jacket. This what's up, man?
How are you, sir?
Man, I'm cool, man. We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, it's been an eventful first week of 2024.
We're gonna get into it.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into it. Yeah, man. It's did you see well, we'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Let's make some money real quick. Like, let's go to commercial. Yes, sir. Y'all go and support Yazzie, man. I think it's gonna be a pretty dope brand, and I think it's already a dope brand.
It is.
This is actually a Yazzie jacket.
I'm rocking Yazzie too.
Hey, what do you call this? What do you call this jacket?
A varsity jacket?
What?
Mm.
Oh. Oh, what?
It's fine. Letterman.
No. We ain't. No. Go back. Des, what is it?
I don't want to say it again.
Rewind the tape. I'm not letting you go until you tell us what the devil you just said. What do you call it?
Varsity?
A varsity. Dude, what is wrong with you?
Wow.
Ain't you about to get in your doctorate degree? You already accepted, ain't you?
Yes.
And it was a varsity jacket. Some varsity. You talked to Chris, man. She got the COVID.
Yeah, she got the bed.
Yeah.
The bed.
Dr. Court has the COVID. You got it?
No.
You sure?
COVID free.
You sure ain't gonna get sick? Cause you know you be outside.
Outside is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Man, what going on with you in relationship? Hey, you still talk to Buddy?
No, I don't know that man.
Yeah, man. That's all right, y'all. Let's get into it tonight. I have on a varsity jacket. Let's talk about this. What's going on in the what's trending right now?
Okay.
So did we play this? Did we play these clips first, y'all? Play Cat real quick. Let's talk about
Mr. Cat.
Yeah.
Was the same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. This is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story. Steve Harvey was never homeless. When Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago, he was making $3,000 a show in cash and doing 5 shows a week. They think they can rewrite history. That it didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies. So all of these shortcut takers, they canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, there's 3 other black guys on there. Huh.
So you wonder what they did to get there?
I told him no. What y'all do? And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down. Behind my back, I'm nothing. I'm just a...
Play it back, Brad. They
regular old comedian. All of these shortcut takers, they canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my agency. What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, there's 3 other black guys on there. Huh.
So you wonder what they did to get there?
I told him no. What y'all do? And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down. Behind my back, I'm nothing. I'm just a regular old comedian that's bitter and jealous. But in my face, no. The king has walked in and they have to respect it only because I've not taken the shortcuts. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about. Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna talk about after we talk about Cat, we got to talk about somebody else that just hit the news. All right, so first of all, let's talk about this Steve Harvey thing. So now Steve, Brother Minister Steve, these people are old enough to be our grandparents, but so I'll say Mr. Steve Harvey. Mr. Steve Harvey always tells the story of him being homeless.
Yeah.
All right. And then he always cries because he talks about struggle. Are you telling me that the man has never been, because do you believe everything that Cat said?
I believe him. If he said it, it's true. He was just a little too passionate to lie. And he exposed everybody. He didn't say, ooh, he was ready. I believe him.
So,
and people in the industry only like you when you have an interesting story. Like, people love the struggle to come up story. So maybe that's what it took for him to make it.
Has Steve Harvey, has Brother Steve Harvey made a statement yet? I saw Ludacris's video.
Yeah.
He's
I haven't
rapping.
seen Steve Harvey. Yeah, he dropped a whole freestyle.
Yeah, he did a whole freestyle. My wife is not white. Whatever he said. You think this man telling the truth?
I believe
now let me now I'm not talking about Brother Minister Cat Williams. I ain't talking about Cat Williams. All right. But I will say this. Yeah, see, I believe him on most things, right? Mm-hmm. Cat Williams doesn't look like a person, and he doesn't come off as a person that just fabricates, stories, right? But always know that there is always going to be another side to a story. Yeah, I remember the saying, and there's my side, your side, and then there's the truth of it, right?
Yeah.
All right. So I don't care who it is and how interesting it sounds. You have to be neutral because everybody has a reality. I don't know if y'all saw this video. I don't know if this is new. I don't know. But we got a lot of emotional men out here, dog.
Yeah.
Brother Minister Ricky Smiley, he gets on camera and he takes me. This is me. I am not going to put my phone anywhere. Des, y'all, this is some.
Crying on camera is
Did
wild.
you see that?
That is wild.
What grown man? What grown man takes the time to put their phone in a stationary position to fix a cup of brew, and then you go off to the side and you just start crying? This is whatever, man. All right. But nevertheless, Ricky Smiley is crying. All right. So I don't know why he was crying. I do know he just lost his son.
Yeah.
This is, and all of this stuff. I will say this. I have always enjoyed Cat's pause. I have always enjoyed Cat Williams's presentation.
Yeah.
All right. However, anytime, this is what I have learned in my life. Anytime somebody is rejected, they tell everybody's truth.
Wow.
Rejected people tell everybody's truth. I'm going to say that again. When you are rejected, you tell the truth. I'll give you a perfect example. The shawty that's messing with a dude that already married or got a girl, and you thinking that y'all gonna be together, and this cat decides not to be with you. We see it in ministry all the time. There's this relationship going on in the church, whatever, and when the woman doesn't get her way, she starts telling everything that happened.
Everything.
Well, you would have never told that if you were not rejected.
Yeah.
Anybody that's not rejected doesn't spread people's business. You get this. You calling names. We call it setting the record straight. And you can call it what you want to, but when a cat get on TV and tell your business, we'll see if it's setting the record straight. And if this is the year of exposure, I hope everybody embraces that. That means you just need to wait on the day in 2024 where we find out your stuff. If I were you, I would not be indulging in everybody else's mess or drama.
Yeah.
I'm saying this. I don't care how true stuff is. My experience is when people get to telling everybody's business, that is not a sign of security. That is a sign of insecurity. And insecurity can come off real confident.
Yeah. That's good.
I don't care how much bass in your voice. Rejected people, because if you pay attention all throughout the interview, I heard, because I do people, I don't do comedy.
Yeah.
I do real stuff every day. You understand what I'm saying? All throughout, what I heard was, you didn't pick me.
Yeah.
You didn't pick me. Now, Did this work out for everybody? Yep.
Everybody.
Cat blowing up.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp blowing up. This is what? What he got? 30 million?
Yeah.
30 million views on this? 35 and count.
And
Bro.
it was a 3-hour video. People watched the whole 3 hours.
Well, somebody said I think Cat Williams stretched some truth. I think Cat told his experience.
Yeah.
His perspective. I'm saying this. I don't know if I'm going to, because look, y'all, what I'm saying is one day your day coming where somebody, I just don't know. I don't know if you're going to be able to handle that. What you think, Dad? I know I'm gonna shut up, but you know, y'all keep on telling everybody stuff. I'm about to cuss on this mug.
Listen.
I'm about to cuss. Y'all keep on telling everybody stuff.
Ooh.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. And these are the same people that use we as believers don't use the word karma, and we don't believe in karma. Yeah. However, Jesus said this, not Tupac. You live by the sword, you die by the sword.
That's in the word.
That's the Bible. That ain't Tupac. That's Jesus said that you live by the sword, you're gonna die by that sword. So if you live to tell everybody's truth except yours, nigga, tell who you be sleeping with, tell all the drugs you take, tell all the bad stuff you don't want nobody. Don't tell everybody, tell your stuff. And I don't trust you until you can sit down and tell me all your stuff. If you got more to say about me than you about yourself, then you living by a sword. I don't know if you want to die by that same one. Then
there's more.
This one right here, this got me. Sleeping with people to get to the top. Now I believe all that.
Yeah.
That's what folk be doing.
That's what they do.
Let me ask you a question, Dad. Can you handle it? Can you get to the top without sleeping with nobody to get to the top? Look at her. She like, I don't know. I might have to get me a little something because I'm trying to get these bundles. I'm trying to get these edges. I'm trying to get these wigs to go viral.
Crazy. I can say, you can always say what you'll never do, but you'll never know what you'll do until you're placed in that situation. But I don't think I'll do anything like that, though.
I don't know. I see a little something on your face. I see your face like, I may do a little something, my friend.
Is that my background music?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Wow, we tropical. Okay.
You don't think you'll do it?
No, I don't think I would.
Put it like this, man. Put it like this. I'm gonna tell you this. And it's essentially what he said. He's talking about, y'all. He put Diddy out there. We all know about that.
Nah, that Diddy.
Did he do it? Yeah.
That was a good one.
Did he do it? Probably. Hey, I kind of got mad when he made that. He kind of threw out about Bishop Jakes. I ain't like that,
Yeah.
Now, I ain't gonna lie to you now. Cat did come off a little spiritual a little bit. He was kind of like I'm a real. I am a real Christian, and all the other niggas ain't Christians.
Satan doesn't give gifts.
Yeah,
okay,
man.
I said, wow. Not you know a little something.
Yeah, he probably was supposed to have a slightly different destiny.
Yeah.
That's what I was hearing. I was hearing that call of God on your life, but you ran, and so sort of like what you be doing sometimes.
Wow.
Be running.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But nevertheless, but it sounded like
Yeah, it's familiar.
Yeah, it sounded like he kind of
Yeah.
got a little something going on up in the heart area, But I tell you this though, one thing that now I did like when he said this. All I was trying to do is make sure that he made it to the top without. I forgot what he quoted. With a virgin. I'm quoting this: a virgin butthole. Now listen to me. I agree.
Shout out to the virgin
Yeah, man. I ain't listen to me now. I don't understand this. This me. We're gonna be find out. If somebody offers, hey man, we're gonna put you on, and I'm like, all right, bet, let go. But
Literally, but. Literally, but.
But what? But what? That you feel me? Listen. People do what they have to do. I'm just saying, Gabriel Allen Powell probably won't ever be put on if I gotta do that type of stuff. You feel me? Somebody gonna be fine. I'm gonna shoot you. I'm gonna cut you, stab you. We gonna just the insinuation. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go ahead and no. First, because I don't want to be in the jailhouse. I'll just be like, because I had a friend of mine that was about to be put on at a major Hollywood level, and he was sitting in the office, and they offered him a big deal. I'm talking about it's gonna change his life.
Yeah.
But then they said, but it's contingent upon you got to do this right now. This dude wanted him to have sex with him right then to be put on. So I know this stuff is real. He ain't capping.
Yeah.
And he said this, and I respected him for it. He said, I got all my stuff and walked out of that office and came back to my small town called Albany. That's what I would do. If you put your hands on me, then I'm gonna have to do what I do. I'm gonna have to break some. See, if I touch you, you won't ever walk again, or you won't have your arms and stuff. You're gonna be jacked up with me. That's what we train for. However, but to be proper, right? Yeah. I'm gonna reject that. I don't want to be put on that level. You know what I'm saying? If I got to do all that type of stuff, so I was with that. Now let's get into this one. Play that next video, Brand.
This has been very, very, very hard and very difficult.
Jonathan Majors breaking his silence just weeks after a Manhattan jury found him guilty of misdemeanor reckless assault and harassment of his ex-girlfriend Grace Jabari. In a split verdict, Majors was found not guilty of 2 other misdemeanors, assault with intent to cause physical injury and aggravated assault.
They're saying you didn't intend to injure her.
Right.
But the result of your recklessness injured her.
Right.
Were you reckless?
I was reckless with her heart.
Not with her body?
Not with her body. Yeah, I was not the best boyfriend all the time.
But never hit a woman?
Never hit a woman. My hands have never struck a woman. Ever.
Through it all, Major's new girlfriend, actress Megan Good, has remained by his side, even present for our interview.
How would you describe your relationship?
She's an angel. She's held me down like a Coretta, I'm so blessed to have her.
For those who say, look, he's convicted at this point, what would you say? I mean, do you deserve a second chance?
Well, I think I do.
Des, go for it, man.
She's like a Coretta.
I'm about to lose. When I heard that, I said African American.
I'm so confused.
Is it now? Who's it? What's her name?
Megan Good.
No.
The girlfriend.
The girl.
I don't know her name. She's been girlfriend all along.
Is she white or black?
She white.
First, now get this. This is what I watched the interview, and he was like, he talked about she wasn't. He was trying to get her to be Coretta, and Michelle. I said, brethren, what has Hollywood done to thee? Listen, I'm not racist.
Yeah.
I'm not racist, but we need to hear me. First, let's shut up, Gabriel. Desiree, I would like you to chime in. I'll go after you because
Yeah, I have heard that in past interviews he's referred to himself as Martin Luther King.
Who? Hold on, Martin.
Martin.
Man, pause before we continue having this. I'm sick of you now.
Martin.
You said Martin. Who is Martin?
It's the braces, please.
Yeah, man, you need to take them out tomorrow. Go to that. Go. Can you loosen them up?
No.
Loosen them up a little bit. Martin Luther King. Keep going, man.
I just got these power chains. It's a little hard right now. All right. But yeah, he's compared himself to him before, so I can understand why he would want a Coretta. But not that I'm against interracial relationships.
Right.
I'm not. But you can't really mold a white woman into a black woman. It's impossible, and that's what I want him to know.
Can I be honest? Nah, man. It's insulting.
Yeah.
I understand what you just said. Not against interracial relationships. That's beside the point. That is insulting. It's insulting to try to make this white woman a woman that stood by a man that was fighting for equality.
Yeah.
Fighting, not standing. Fighting, literally fighting. You want your white... you want...
That's insane.
You can try. You can identify whatever you want to. If you think you're the next Martin Luther King, go for it. You're not, sir. But to try to, and then you did this, man. Then he said this one. He said, he said Megan Good. That's his Coretta. Which one? Over there on Crenshaw? Because it ain't Coretta. Megan Good?
That's wild.
Megan Good? Let me tell you something. I have never, ever, I have seen Coretta, Mrs. Coretta Scott King's younger photos, her older photos. I have never in a million years lusted upon that woman of God. And she was beautiful. But when you look at the pictures, you say that's a wholesome woman.
Yeah.
But when I look at the Megan,
All right.
I have never had a wholesome thought about you, woman of God. I'm struggling when I see you. You ain't Coretta. Listen to me, doctor. I don't care. You can march out of that courtroom all you want to. Let me tell you something. I still see you in biker boys, girl, on the back of that bike with them shorts. If you walked in here now, the show is over.
Man. Wow.
Listen, you can make your girl whatever you want to. Listen, she couldn't stick with a preacher. She couldn't stick with a preacher. She ain't Coretta.
She done left that pastor and turned her life up. That's all I'm saying. She turned up.
She could. Martin Luther King was a preacher. Martin Luther King was a preacher. And Megan couldn't stick with a preacher. What you?
Yeah.
Do y'all think his career is over? His career is not over.
I think there's hope for him. They'll give him a second chance.
Yeah. I think he's gonna do really good in movies.
Yeah.
We won't believe nothing he says about the African American community. Yeah, I wish he would play Martin Luther King. I wish we would let him, out of all people, play Martin Luther King.
That's wild.
Man. All right, man. Well, that's it in the Negro news.
Yeah.
Let's do a taste test. Y'all.
We got the kombucha.
Man, this is about to be disgusting, dog.
I'm rooting for it. You got one of the good flavors, though.
Hold on. I'm going to say one more thing, y'all.
All right, tell us.
Let me say one more thing. And I don't know if I should say this. Men, black men, stop screwing around with white women. Yeah, if you're gonna marry her, but stop recreating. I appreciated what Kat said about. Did y'all hear what he said about strippers? He said athletes that go to the club and AB saying, stop it. You're part of the problem.
Yeah.
Stop we have to do. I'm not saying you can't control who you fall in love with, but buddy, you're right, brother Minister Majors. Yeah, you running down the street in any city, in any city, chasing a white woman, you're gonna get shot. I want to say this. I think society has proven that white people hear this. We're not talking about everybody's bad. We're not doing that. However, you just have to move a little differently when you have a name. And so you heard what he said. He was irresponsible with her heart. Well, hear this. Society doesn't care about a black man being irresponsible with a black woman's heart. But you mess with one of theirs, you done.
It's over.
Now I know y'all, we ain't in it together. Women ain't women ain't in it together. A black woman gets hurt by a black man, nobody cares. But this right here, this is a white woman. This is the property of America. Don't mess. First of all, we hated that y'all were dating.
Let's start there.
We don't like that. We letting you do it because you got a big role that we're paying you for. And it makes us feel better. But I'm saying we gotta start saying, all right, if this ain't my wife, I may not need to go down this route. And I'm not talking about Buddy on Crenshaw. I'm saying as you elevate, hear me, y'all, hear me. A man is already, listen to this. A man he's already lost. You all have had the ability to just scream rape and destroy men's lives. Yeah. Whether it's, get this, he didn't rape you. Y'all had a consensual relationship and then you got mad. That's been happening forever. Mm-hmm. I'm not talking about people who are real rape victims. I'm talking about just accusations because you were mad and you destroy a man's life. And he was on his way to the top. He was at the top, but because you got mad, boom, right? Yeah. That can happen with a black woman. Listen, the court system is on your side. Mm-hmm. America is on your side. All you got to do is say he hit me. All you have to do is say he ain't. Listen, even when it comes to child support, a man is just already defeated, right? I'm saying we have to, as black men who are headed somewhere, we have some potential. We got to say, all right, maybe I should not engage in this shawty right here.
Yeah.
Then we got to start, and we're going to talk about it tonight, Des. We got to start paying attention to toxic behaviors. Mm-hmm. We got to start paying attention. He said it. It was an unhealthy relationship. Well, that means he didn't realize who he was and who he was becoming. Listen, Black America, we need hope. We need to see our people winning. And because of this shawty here, because of this relationship, because we can't keep our penis in our pants, you in court. And it's almost like that's where we belong, in court. That's how society takes us. Yeah. They put us in court. We always in court. And so I'm saying, what if he just said, you know what? Yeah, I'm killing it right now and I can sleep with anybody. Let me be a little bit more cautious because Drake said it, no new friends. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No. When you're at the top, you got to be paranoid because people are looking to. So I'm saying this is my recommendation. I don't care because nobody owns me. I can say this. I think unless you have fallen in love with a person and you plan on marrying a person, don't sexually recreate black men with any woman that's showing signs of toxicity. But I want to say this, and I know people won't agree with this, but when you were a black man, you on your way somewhere, you probably want to stay away from white women.
Stay away.
All right. All right, now we can do
kombucha. All right. What flavor you got?
Berry lemonade.
I have pomegranate.
And passion fruit.
That one good.
All right, so I've never had this before.
Never?
Nah.
I've been drinking it. They say it's good for your gut health.
Is it good for your taste buds though?
Let's not drag it, maybe. Not that good.
Let me see here.
Miss over there loves it. Which one you drinking first?
I'm doing passion fruit tangerine.
Okay, I'll do pomegranate.
Why does it stink?
Yeah, it's like apple cider vinegar in there.
Bro, come on, y'all.
You might be a little drunk too. You don't drink. It's fermented.
I'm a grown man.
I'm cracking up. All right, I tried.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Ain't.
That's not good.
Yeah.
That's
Take
the one I actually like though. It kind of tastes like orange
take
soda.
this one. I want you to take this one and just dump it in the trash.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where that belongs. It ain't no fruit in it. I don't even know why I put fruit on the label.
It doesn't taste like orange soda?
It does not taste like anything but
Oh.
garbage. Berry lemonade.
All right, I got berry lemonade too.
All right. Okay. All
That's
Oh.
interesting.
right.
I taste the lemon. Stop it, Gabe, please. Okay.
Y'all. I want put the camera on here. Put the camera right here. Is it close? Can y'all see it? All right, as close as it can get. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, all of this is trash. It's disgusting.
Wow.
Okay? It tastes like vinegar on greens. All right. Shakira, give us our current events, man.
Yes, sir. So,
You slept with these intros, Shakira.
I have to do so.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You sucked that. You sucked.
I'll get better.
All right.
Harvard's first Black president and second woman president, Claudine Gay, resigned after facing backlash for how she handled anti-Semitism on campus in the wake of protests against Israel, which led to accusations of plagiarism in her academic work. So her resignation comes after 6 months as the university's president, the shortest in Harvard's history.
So what did she do exactly?
So there were protests against Israel, in the wake of everything that happened over there. And so there was a longer trial or, hearing. And she testified, and she and a few other presidents of anti-Semitism on their campuses. And so basically she kind of, what they said, they called, kind of made it seem like it was okay, standing on freedom of speech. And so basically other sources are saying that that led to other people, who didn't like that. They started to dig into her past, her academic work, and accuse her of plagiarism. And so it became such a thing that she eventually just resigned.
Gee.
I hate that.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Do y'all think she made a poor decision in that? You think she lost a sense of wisdom in terms of at that high position? Maybe I should be a little bit more cautious with what I say. Yeah. And we're gonna pray for her, man. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Shakira. Desiree, it's questionable. Holla at me.
It's time. That was a good intro, right?
What the? Just keep going, man.
Okay.
It's time.
That was kind of good.
That was trash.
Okay, darn. Well, it's time to dive into It's Questionable, the segment which explores the latest headlining news. So social media has been up in flames since the promotion of a Mommy and Me pole dancing class video dropped. Play the clip for us.
And disgusting that we're watching the future creation of single mothers and feminine men.
Okay, so some argue that pole dancing is a legitimate autistic sport, and people who can't separate it from the strip club.
Oh, hold on.
What's
Hold on.
Hold on? What's going on? What's going on?
Hold on. No. I tell you what, we're gonna do that one more time, and you say it again because we all. I just all I know is what I just heard was very offensive to certain audiences, and I want to make sure.
All right.
Yeah, so let's do that one more time, my
That
dog.
was the New York in me.
It's the
A words. It's the A words.
Yeah, you doggone show is the A word. You've been saying a lot of. I don't know what have you been reading? It seems like you've been reading Power Rangers.
Autistic.
Huh?
I don't want to say it again. Artistic. It's art.
It's Des. You're saying.
Are you guys kidding
You're
me
saying
right now?
You're technically saying autism.
I'm not saying autistic. I'm saying autistic. Like ART.
Hey man, Tony said, "Is your mouth sore?"
Tony, please.
Oh boy.
Please.
Oh boy. All right, man. One more time, dog. One more time, man.
I'm just gonna skip that word. Okay. Some argue that pole dancing is a legitimate sport. People who can't separate it from the strip clubs are misogynists. They proceeded to say that most parks have poles and they don't find this to be any different. Others suggested that this was bad parenting and it should be considered a form of grooming just like any other sexual behavior. To the band crew, where do we stand on this topic? Is it acceptable and just a move of feminism, or is this questionable?
No, dog. No, bro. This is sick.
Yeah.
This is sick, man. Now, y'all, I'm watching this video a couple of days ago, and it's this little boy. His parents built him a you ever seen those guys or girls that they do all those stunts while riding bikes?
Yeah.
They flipping up and spinning and stuff like that. They took this boy had to be about maybe 6 or 7, and they built this obstacle course for the bike all throughout the house, all outside, A, B, C, and D. And this little boy is killing it. What do you think his race is?
White?
White.
Yeah.
So while we are teaching our kids how to twerk, white folk teaching their kids how to perform, how to execute, how to dominate.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this little boy. I'm like, oh yeah, he about to be a beast when he gets older. He's gonna be probably doing it professionally. And I'm saying, and then you told me in the comments they tagging who? The FBI.
Yeah, the FBI and CPS.
Hey, listen, America don't care about nigga kids.
It's the truth.
The only time we were going, the only way that would make national news is if a white girl was in there. This is on us. We got that's the strip club and the strip pole. That's private and it's not for children. Absolutely unacceptable.
That was sad to see.
My daughter has no business. Now, when she gets grown and married, she can do what she want to do. Mm-hmm. But my daughter will not be, because the world is big. While those girls are learning how to strip, my daughter is learning how to run the world.
Yeah.
That's the mind. So, but here's the flip side, y'all. If we keep producing young, dumb parents, we're gonna keep having young, dumb kids.
That's the truth.
All right. Desiree, thank you for this question. Let's go to commercial, y'all. Yo, look, everybody, I need you to do me a favor. I'm trying to get rich and famous. Trying to get rich. Do me a favor. Leave a review. If this is your favorite podcast, which I know it is. I need you to go It's at the bottom there, somewhere around the left or right, and leave a review. I don't care if it's good, bad. I don't care if it's negative. Say something, please. Then, so you can always be notified that I am live, press the subscribe button now. We're trying to make money out here so we can continue to give you some great content. I love you so much, and I know you love me too. Press the subscribe button. Let's make some money. Yo, let's talk about some toxic behavior and toxic people, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning in tonight. Like, share, and tag. Before we go, I want to have a discussion with you about how to recognize toxic people in your life. Before we do this, I want you to listen, not with someone else in mind, but also considering yourself, because in the relationship that you're in, you could be or could have been the toxic person. I want to say that again. Anytime we start listening to these types of conversations or having these types of discussions, we're always trying to connect it to someone else. And the truth of the matter is, it could be you. You could be a toxic person. Not only could you be a toxic person, it's not just a romantic relationship, but your parents could be toxic. Your friends could be toxic. You could be in a toxic work environment. I want to give you a few things to carefully consider so that you can be able to recognize toxic behavior. Now watch this. I want to preface by saying this is not related to a person that has a bad day. So when you hear some of these characteristics, don't be like, man, you did that yesterday. Some people have bad days. As a matter of fact, put this in the comments, we all have bad days. So you may find yourself in some of these because you were just off that day. Everybody's not going to be on their game every day, and none of us are perfect. So give grace to people. Be patient with people. Be forgiving. We're talking about habitual behavior. I want to say that again. We're talking about something that's consistent over and over and over and over again, not something that happens every blue moon. I also want to say this, that anytime I think toxicity or toxic has turned into a word that suggests anytime you see characteristics of it, then you totally break up with a person or leave. Absolutely not. Some of these that you will listen to or hear, some of these you will hear, it may cause you to set some boundaries. Some of these you will hear, it may cause you to totally disconnect from a person. And then some of it is just simply distancing yourself. I'm just going to distance myself and put some space in between our relationship until this person gets it together. And then you have to understand that if you see habitual toxicity in a person, toxic characteristics, if you will, sometimes people will not change. And I'm going to be honest with you, y'all. I'm going to be very, very honest with you. People, when people get grown, they typically don't change.
Yeah.
People are typically not changing. Sometimes people change circumstantially. Sometimes people change to keep you. Sometimes people change to keep you from leaving, but people typically don't change so that they can be healthy. If in fact I'm changing for a person, that means that person that I'm changing from is still present. Okay. So we typically, so what happens after that? As soon as you get comfortable, they'll go back to doing or being what they were. All right. So some things some things you may have to decide, all right, I need to just distance myself because this person is not going to change. Some things I just say, hey, this is causing me to, this is compromising my health and my life and my future, except my peace of mind, my mental health, if you will. I gotta totally disconnect myself from this person. So for example, if it's a parent, you cannot get rid of parents, but you can distance yourself. Just because that's your parent doesn't mean, hear this, if you are a grown adult, that does not mean you have to give your, depending upon the situation, y'all, it does. If my parents did drugs, get this, then I have a legitimate reason and right to keep them away from my children, or never to allow my children to go and spend the night with them. You don't know what they'll run into. So I can put boundaries in place. I can distance myself from a person. If it's a boyfriend or a girlfriend and it is detrimental to my life, I can break up with a person. Get this, if you're married and the toxicity is causing some type of abuse, get this, there's nothing in the scripture that says you got to stay in that. So I want us to understand that this is not just as soon as I see toxic behavior, just break up with a person. No, everything is circumstantial. All right. So number one, chronic anger. When you see someone that's habitually angry, they are just enraged all the time. They throw every time they get mad, because you have a right to be angry, but the anger that causes, it's very threatening. It's cursing, and it's throwing things, and it's punching things, all the way to the place where you are fearful. I'm not talking about a time when a person got mad. I'm not talking about a time when someone explodes, but you don't see that on I'm talking about it's chronic. It's all the time. That is a sign of toxicity. Get this. And the first thing that women think is a man. Well, I'll tell you this. There are women who have anger problems. And that is called toxicity. That is dangerous. Hear this. You do not have to subject yourself to a person that cannot control their emotions. That is all of us. So you have to learn to, hear me, be in relationship with people who can control their emotions, because I'm going to make you mad. You're going to make me mad. We're going to do things that gets under each other's skin, but we have the right to be angry. We do not have the right to hurt people. So number one, chronic anger. Number two, here's one, sarcasm. There's a category of sarcasm that's called juvenile sarcasm. It is obnoxious statements that might come across as annoying. So sarcasm is a sign of toxicity, that when you don't, hear me, every time there's a conversation, you have to say something that is you're being sarcastic, but you're not, and it ends up being rude, if you will. It ends up being offensive. Here's another sign of toxicity, y'all, in the form of sarcasm: self-deprecating sarcasm. I do that all the time. I'm sarcastic with myself. Hey, Mr. Fat Man, Mr. Fat Man. What? That's sarcastic, that's joking, but it is toxic because it is coming from a place of insecurity, on and on and on. So anything that you say to yourself that is demeaning, is demeaning your own value. That's toxicity, y'all. Number three, y'all, overly opinionated. Ooh. Overly opinionated. That is toxicity. A person that's overly opinionated. Get this, y'all. We call them AKA the know-it-alls. You ever met a person that we didn't even ask for your opinion? Your opinion is unwarranted. Nobody asked you, but you feel like you just got to say something. Overly opinionated people are very judgmental, and they come off as know-it-all. Get this. They got to be the expert in something, even if they ain't never done it. They don't know how to just sit there and just listen to somebody else talk about something. They got to chime in. And typically when you're over opinionated, guess what? You typically have to make it about you. That's an overly opinionated person, and that is toxic. Signs of an over opinionated person: you always dominate the conversation. Number one, you do not listen. Number two, you never change your mind. Overly opinionated, because you hear me, because you got to be the expert. I know a cousin that was doing that, and they came to me about it. Versus, you know what, man, I didn't think about it like that. Those are signs that you're overly opinionated. You jump to conclusions. That is toxicity. Jumping to conclusions. That's toxic. You know everything. None of us can be in a relationship and we know everything. You have to be, hear this, at sometimes you're going to be the expert. At sometimes you're going to be the teacher. And at sometimes you got to be the student. You have to, and that, if you don't know how to shut up, if you don't know how to listen and just wait on someone to ask you their opinion, then you are toxic, and that's unhealthy, and you need to change that. Number 4, bitter humor. Always putting people down in a joking manner, that you feel good about joking on people so that they feel less about themselves so you can feel better about yours. That's toxic. Number 5, very controlling. Very controlling. What's the sign that you're controlling? That when you give advice to people and they decide to do something else, you get mad. I thought I told you not to do that. Who the? Bro, ma'am, That's a controlling attitude. It is okay for you to offer a suggestion and someone, they go and they carefully consider what you said and they decide to do something else. That light just went out. It's okay. Get this. That's you're controlling when you get angry and because people don't follow your, hear me, I have to do this all the time. I have to give people advice. I have to give people suggestions. I have to do all this stuff. And 9 times out of 10, people don't listen. I do not be mad. Listen, Pastor David was said this. I've learned this is how you have peace in your life. I own my wisdom. You own what you do with it.
Yeah.
So once I tell you, hey, I think you should do A, B, C, and D, and you decide to do something else, I'm gonna be like, great, go for it. Let me know how it works out. I wish you the best. So you are controlling when you have to, when everyone has to do exactly what you say do. You are controlling when everybody has to listen to you. You are very controlling, and that's toxic. Here's one, number 6. A person that needs constant affirmation is toxic. That is, hear me, extreme low self-worth. Hello, constant affirmation. You look good. You look beautiful. You look wonderful. You're special. You're the best person in the room. You're the most beautiful woman in the room, and I ain't seen nobody else. Yes, I did. It was 52 women in there, and it was about 2 of them that looked real good. How did I look? You look good as usual. My point is this, y'all. I'm not talking about compliments. I'm talking about consistent affirmation. You didn't say anything about my hair. You didn't say anything about this. You didn't say anything about nails. You didn't say, I didn't see your nails. You change your nails every day. Constant affirmation, that means you have low self-worth and you have made someone live to affirm you. Rather be in a relationship where we give each other affirmation, where I don't have to hear anything positive today and I am okay. Hello, I don't have to hear anything positive from my significant other. I don't have to be supported in every area of my life. I don't need anybody to tell me I'm handsome, and I don't need anybody to tell me I'm beautiful all the doggone time. This is why we have to post all the time. This is what I'm talking about. Hear me. And you're probably like this if you have dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of pictures of yourself. How did I do today? You did fine. You do this all the time. God, dog. You mean to tell me I'm in this relationship to affirm you? Well, when do we have real purpose? You see what I'm saying? All right. Number 7, manipulation. If you don't do this, I'm not going to do this. If you don't do that, I'll do this. You don't love me because you didn't do this. You really don't want to be with me because you didn't do this. That's manipulation. The if you do this, if you do that, I'll do this. Anything that is contingent upon a person's action, anything that you do that's contingent upon a person's action, that is manipulation. And some of y'all are doing it intentionally, and some of you are because you have learned it from your mama and your grandmama and everybody else. You do it, and you don't even know that you're being manipulative. That is not real relationship. That relationship is about, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a parent. Get this. I don't care if you may be the parent manipulating the child. Stop saying if you do this. Stop saying y'all don't come. Get this. Your parents, your grandparents are manipulating you because y'all don't come see me. I may die tomorrow. We all may die tomorrow.
We all may. All right.
Have you ever thought about that? I ain't gonna be here long. None of us gonna be here long. Life is short. That don't mean I have to drop everything. That's control. That's manipulation. That you try to make me feel bad to get me to do something. Absolutely not. That is manipulation. Here's one. The judgmental people. That's toxic. Judgmental people. What's a judgmental person? A person who is judgmental may judge a situation, people, or events without experience. For example, a friend may tell you that a concert will be boring or lame before even arriving. All right, let me give you a better example. That's not on the internet. You have never been at the top. You ain't never been no bishop. You ain't never been the leader of a church. You've never, ever. Nobody would come and listen to you preach and they got paid $1 million. No, and you have commented about what Bishop Jakes and everybody else is doing. You're being judgmental because you have never experienced that before. So I'm only judgmental when I insert my opinion in what I would do and why somebody shouldn't do when I have never experienced it before. You're a judgmental person. And get this. You say, I don't go to church because you're judgmental. Well, maybe you shouldn't come to church because you are judgmental. Ooh. Don't come over here. We don't need no more judgmental folk. You're judging. That ain't what the word say. That ain't what the Bible, this ain't this, and that they shouldn't do that. And if I were doing this, I wouldn't do this, and I had my own church. You don't. You have an apartment. You don't. You have nothing to say. Get up and go to work. Continue to Uber. Do what you do. You're judging something that you don't have the bandwidth. You don't have the bandwidth to even understand. That's judgment. So when people judge you and when we judge people, that's something in us is insecure and toxic. Here's my last 3. Rigidness is toxic. The inability to be flexible. And typically when you're rigid and you're not flexible, you end up being selfish. What that means is you cannot be in any relationship if you don't know how to be flexible, because the world does not revolve around you and your time and your schedule. I got to know. You're probably not good for ministry if you're rigid, because ministry, for those of us who are in church, you cannot be rigid in ministry because circumstances in life, vicissitudes, they happen out of nowhere, especially people who are pastors and deacons. People get sick. People don't get, hey, tomorrow I'll be sick, so make sure you clear your schedule. Yeah. No. So when you're rigid, that is a form of toxicity. Second to last, people who are absolutely rude. You come into environments and you just don't know what to say. You're offensive. You don't know. You don't have any social skills. Some of y'all are ignorant. That was rude to say. That was rude to say to that person. That was rude to say that in environment. That was offensive. That means something in you is not aware. That's toxic. Number last, a lack of empathy for others. Sometimes you got to put yourself in that situation before you, and when you don't know how to feel other people's pain, empathy means I have never experienced it, but I'm putting myself in that situation and I'm trying to feel and understand what you're going through. I heard a preacher get on stage in front of all his folk, mega pastor, and say, poor people just need to go out and get a job. I said, bro, we all gonna get on that stage and say stupid stuff. But that means you've been rich too long, homie. And when you come from where I come from, the work experience, the city I grew up in, A, B, C, and D, it's not that simple. Yeah. It's not that simple for everybody. Just get a job. No. Some people are mentally ill. Some people are veterans. Some people cannot hold a job. Some people cannot do it. And that's why they are impoverished. Hear me, the only thing that would help them is putting them in an institution. They're unable to work. But when you don't have empathy, you don't have the ability to put yourself in a person's shoes. Everybody doesn't have the learning ability. Everybody doesn't have the background you come from. Everybody doesn't have the expertise. Everybody didn't have a mom and dad in their house. Some people were abused and you don't know that. Some people were rejected. Some people were adopted. Some people were a lot of stuff. And so before we judge things, we have to learn how to be empathetic. Get this. So we can put ourselves in people's shoes. I'll give you 3 ways to deal with toxic people. Number 1, you have to avoid playing into people's reality. Some people will suck you in. You have to put boundaries in place. Stop being people's victims. You have to start thinking. Put that in the comments if you're still on. Think. I need to think. Don't be so googly moogly and so emotional. That's my mama. Well, your mama is sucking you into a toxic reality and is messing up your marriage. It's messing up your focus. It's draining you. Absolutely not. That I love him, but he's killing you emotionally. So number 1, learn how to avoid playing into people's reality. Number 2, get this, Pay attention to how you're feeling. You don't feel good about yourself. Every time you go into this environment, every time you get around this person, you have to work yourself up. You got to drink a little whiskey to just be in there for an hour. You got to and you're walking on pins and needles. You can't be yourself. You're afraid to do certain things because it may trigger them. Don't nobody want to be around a trigger every day. Nobody want to be around no trigger. I don't want to. Don't you trigger me? You crazy. That is miserable. Yeah. Get around people that got all these triggers.
That's funny. No, for
real. Last. Put yourself first, man. Put your own self-worth first. Put your life first so you can be healthy and live the best life that God has intended for you. Welcome to Bandwidth, y'all. I'm cute, though. Y'all know I ain't lying. Yes, sir. Y'all, welcome to Bandwidth, y'all. It's about to be phenomenal. It's about to go down, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Des! Wonderful show, man. Appreciate you being on.
This is great.
Thank you for not having COVID.
Yeah, thanks for you not having it too.
Yeah. But it's my show, though, so I mean, if I had it, then just...
The show was still going, huh?
Yeah, y'all would have to just do it without me.
That's a little insane.
No. It would be a good, like, girls' night or something like that. I'm pretty sure the ratings would go up and everything.
I don't know about that. The people come for you.
No, they don't. They come for y'all. Think about it. When I first start Bandwidth, it was on like 10 people on. When I brought y'all on, everybody started coming.
That's not true. That's not true.
Yeah. Y'all boosted it, man.
I'm just glad to be here.
How much money have we made off of Bandwidth yet? See y'all next Monday.